How's it going, guys? Hope everybody's well. I'm back. I've been away for the last month and a half because I've been refurbishing my front room in my flat, so I just didn't have any recording space and my uploads were a bit spotty. It's not me being lazy, although I will admit to being lazy, but I'm back, so mediocre content will continue to ensue. At least one review a week and one angry rant. Good points first. Doom, obviously. There's not that many bad points, so I'll leave them till the end because they're mainly minor little issues I've got. They're not huge things. I'll start with the graphics. The game looks fantastic. I'm running it at 1080p. I know a lot of people are starting to move towards 2K and 4K, but I am a peasant and I will not be running VR or 4K anytime in probably the next decade. But yeah, it's Doom. There ain't no doubt about it. It's Doom. If you're an old fart like me, I'm 28 now. I found my first few grey hairs last month and it was scary. I think I'm going to turn to dust when I hit 50. But if you're old, well, around my age, you will remember the games of old. And it was kind of genre defining. Doom, Quake, you know, Unreal, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, if you were into the old Doom games and you were around that time as a gamer, then I'm pretty sure you'll like this. You'd be hard pressed to find things to sort of hate about it. I'll leave the bad points till the end, but yeah, graphics, like I say, fine, no issues, no problems, not had any bugs, no running through walls, falling through floors, items getting stuck, or etc, etc. Even if it's just for the sake of nostalgia, you're gonna like this, especially if you're around my age as well. Plus, to top it all off, the game is on an absolute speed binge. It's like the game is on crack, ecstasy and speed all at the same time, and it is just unbelievably fast. Sometimes I struggle to keep up with it, so it is extremely, extremely fast. Also, just to note, I'm playing on obviously mouse and keyboard, but I've got a new desk, and the laser goes through the black glass, so I'm playing on a book. So if you see me making any sort of like weird little half turns, it's because my mouse keeps coming off the goddamn book and doesn't work without it. So that's a bit of a pain in the arse. I need to get a mouse mat. I've never needed one before. But I've seen some people online, mainly like the kind of old school purists, crying about it's got upgrades, it's got armor points, you spend things to upgrade. You see, to me, I quite like that, because I think if it was just a straight dead shooter as it was years ago, just go and play that old Doom. If you're that into it, go play the old Doom. Do you know what I mean? Move along with the times, Grandad. Jesus. But yeah, they have implemented certain things like weapon upgrades, armor upgrades. There's pointless little hidden collectibles, but I'm not someone that's 100% completionist. I will never go through the level spending 10 hours just to get a trophy or some Microsoft points or whatever the hell the game tries to dangle in front of you as a reward. I'm just really not into that. I prefer just playing the game and doing it at my own pace. But yeah, the modern things it's added on, I find fine. You know, they're weapon upgrades, but they're not normal upgrades in the sense that the more you use them like an RPG, the more things they'll do and have. You get two basic upgrades, so you could shoot a rocket from your shotgun, you could shoot multiple missiles from your machine gun, but you only get one active at a time. So it'll give you two, sometimes I think three, but you can only pick one active at a time. But you find these little droids around, and rather than push the button to activate it, Doomguy just straight up punches it in the mouth. And that's how he presses buttons, incidentally, as well. He'll just like come up to a computer screen, and rather than, you know, doing the normal thing of pressing a few buttons, he will literally just punch the screen and stuff happens. So I don't think he's you know, a philosopher or anything, but you know, he's good at wielding weapons and killing shit. But yeah, another good thing as well, I like the fact that it's got a really good soundtrack. It's, well, when I say I've got a good soundtrack, I don't mean, you know, I'd go out on a night out on it, but it's good in the sense it's really dirty sounding. It is grimy, dirty sounding background music, and it's sort of like, it's weird, it's like metal mixed with some sort of trap step dub hop. I don't know, I'm just making up words now, but it sounds good, and it kind of matches the overall sort of game and the way it plays and the feel of it, and it's all dark and dingy and not exactly a happy place. Last but not least, I'd say it's fun. I mean, if your game's fun, you're onto a winner. If it's fun in general, then, well, you're going to have a good time with it, and that's what Doom is to me. It's just fun. It's just, I've not had a bad time in it so far, and like I say, the bad points I'm about to get onto are just minor little things, so, you know, don't flame up the chat or threaten to kill me and stuff, because I will kill you first. But yeah, bad points, like I say, minor little things, and in Doom's defense, it has way more good points than bad, but for me, it kind of got old. Like I say, I've just come up to 3.5 hours. But you open a door, kill 50 enemies. Open a door, kill maybe 20 enemies. Open a door, guess what? Kill more enemies. And that is how it will go. There is literally no change in pace. Open door, kill enemies. Open door, kill enemies. Open door, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And it can get a bit old, but so far I've been having a little half hour to an hour blast and then jumping on another game, watching a bit of TV, sticking a film on, jumping back into a game. And that's what I kind of do. I hop around quite a lot like that. So I don't think I could sit down and have one big long setting with it because it gets old pretty quick. But also, the second thing is that gets on my tits, and remember these are my tits, not necessarily your tits, is the sort of decor. It's just corridor, corridor, open space, corridor, corridor, open space. But like I say, they're not huge issues. Third and final thing is, well, it's kind of bland in the art direction they've gone for. I know you're on Mars, so there's not exactly going to be rolling green trees and, scenic things to stare out the window at. But yeah, it kind of gets a bit bland as far as the environment goes. But like I say, minor little things. Remember, these are things that get on my tits, not necessarily your tits. And that's the review for Doom. Definitely worth picking up. I got it on G2A for, about 12 quid. I definitely wouldn't pay full price for it. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and see you again soon. See ya.